何せ俺はあんたの奴隷だからな。全てはプライド第一王女の欲のままに。
No way. Impossible that I can be the only one that kind of thought episode 12 was dookie. Like, this was a bad episode, and it was the last one. Like, oh man, where do I even start? Nothing happened this episode, you know? So I think that's my big thing, right? And, okay, here, think about it this way. And let me make sure I do my due diligence. Let's do this together, okay? So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna hit here, okay? And you guys are gonna follow along with me, okay? I'm gonna go last Villainess boss queen, because I don't think it has been, but we're gonna double check together. Season that says season 2, okay? So we're gonna do it together. Because I don't think it's been announced for a season 2 whatsoever. And look, June 8th. There's nothing here. October of last year announcing this. Okay, so we're confirming, all right, together. At least on the googly magoogly. There's no nothing of a season 2 date or if it was renewed. This one basically says you want to know about it. There's nothing happening here. No official announcement. Okay, so we're seeing this together, right? So then here is where my big old thing-a-ling. Hey, you stop it. Here's where my big old thing comes from, or my big issue. Okay, there's no season 2. They established there's some kind of antagonistical character that wants to see Pride and her minions or her kingdom fall, right? These science experiments type characters who are bombing them, and there's a bad guy out there, okay? So they established that. They didn't leave us off on a cliffhanger, but they left us off on the friend route. Like, if you guys are familiar with, like, harems or, like, otome games or, you know, any kind of visual novel game who offer like relationship stuff, like you typically have the choice of choosing one character or a harem route or a friend route. And I feel like we chose the friend route here, right? So the episode establishes her, you know, becoming close or reaffirming her friendship with Arthur and with Stale and with Gil and the renewed relationship that Val has with Pride and Tiara and, you know, the friend route, right? Like, I feel like it established that or confirmed that. And the end of the episode had, excuse my dirty glove that I used to work on my car, but they had, you know, she had, Pride just going like, ooh, Still, ooh, Arthur, ooh, Still, ooh, Arthur, you know what I mean? And I was like, okay, silly. Then we had Val get promoted to courier. Essentially, he's the mailman now for the royal family, along with Sefik and Kefik and Kermit or whatever. And okay, sure, you know, we had Val with his 9-pack, you know, blah, 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 you know, hey, little fan service, can't be mad at it. Nothing else of value happened this episode. They, you know, they solidified, ew, that was gross, sorry guys. They solidified Arthur and Stale's growth with being able to land a hit on Gil, which basically they powered up through Pride's embarrassing things that she said about them. And that was a whole vibe, you know, like, this episode was just bad. It was just bad. Nothing happened. It was just bad. It was a bad episode. What I will say, though, if, you know, forego just the feel-good moments here, and I think the show overall, though, solid 7.5 out of 10. I think this was one of the better shows this season, and I think this was a huge get for High Dive. I think this was, like, one of the shows that I really hope that High Dive does a High Dive dub or whatever, or dubcast to the show. I think this deserves a dubcast. I think if they do that, I will rewatch the show at some point in the future, you know, as I do, as I'm sure you do as well, too. I'll rewatch the show, and I think this is definitely a good one that, you know, hey, if this gets a season 2, I think that there will be enough fans behind it to really, you know, elevate it a little bit more. But if somebody spent time watching this, I think that this was something that was like, this was a good show this season. And in a season to where we didn't have very many good shows, this was one of the better ones that I was really glad to see. Didn't quite stick the landing, but it didn't fumble the ball either. You know what I mean? It just, you know, it just kind of ended. Just kind of ended. I would have loved to see more from episode 12 though. They could have basically all the things that happened, the feel good moments, and you know, the high fives, like all that could have been done in like 5 minutes. But they, you know, they stretched it out the whole episode. We did get to see a little fan service with Pride's foot, you know, her foot service, and Val kissing and licking and stuff. And, you know, I guess that's your thing. Like, hey, you know, it was there. So, anyways, it's been an awesome season, guys. Thank you for your time all season long. I hope to see you guys in the fall. I'll have some fall videos out soon. I'm going to try my best. But I'm going to see you guys in the fall. And thank you guys. And let me know your final thoughts of this show in the comments. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent, praiseworthy, all of it. Let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the fall, my friends. Pumpkins.